Hi, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about my tips and tricks on how to stay productive. These are things that I use or do to stay productive, and that can maybe help you to be productive, or things that you can maybe implement into your life to stay a little bit more productive. I also just want to say I don't make this video to claim that I'm like always a very productive person, that I'm always like working hard and stuff, because that's just not the truth. That's just not the truth. So yeah, I think we all need some rest days, some chill days. But I just want to make this video for people that are maybe struggling with finding motivation to stay productive, or just make some small changes into their life that can maybe help them to be a little bit more productive on days that they need to be productive. So if that's what you're looking for, then you're at the right video, and we're just gonna dive into it. Okay, so starting off with the first tip, it's a pretty easy one, and I think it's very easy for everyone to do. It's make a to-do list. So I almost make them every day, or make them about my month or my week. So I just know what I have to do. I wrote them down on a piece of paper for a long time, but now I have like an iPad. I like to write them down on there because, yeah, sometimes I like to add something and then I can just move them around. But it doesn't really matter how you make it, if you make them aesthetic or not. If it maybe helps you to make them in fun colors, then you can do that. But you can also just easy write it on a piece of paper that you already used and there's still a little spot. You can make them on there. And then also a little tip is make your to-do list the day before, if you're making like a daily one, because then you can just wake up and just start checking off things of your to-do list, and then you don't have to think about stuff, and then you maybe forget stuff if you have to make it the same day. But yeah, that's actually like a second tip already. Then another tip is like work in like a clean space or like a tidy environment, because as you can see, I make YouTube videos, study mostly in my room. So if my room would be a mess the whole time, I would be so annoyed because I would be distracted by everything that's laying around here. So yeah, I just like to have it all clean. Now, as I said in the beginning of the video, I don't say that my room is like never messy and stuff, because it is. But then I just like to do a quick clean out before I'm working, that I have like almost like a clean space, and then start my work. So next tip kind of goes together with the previous one. It's about your work environment. I like to light a candle when I'm working. For example, I'm lighting one right now there. I can show you. Okay, I can show you. It's over here. If you watched my, I think it's school day in my life video, I went to buy some new candles. So that's the one I bought there. So it's lighting right now. But when I'm not lighting a candle, I also like to use like an air diffuser thingy like this. You can also put like an oil in there to make it smell nice. But then also it has like the benefits of like, I don't know, is it filtering the air? I actually don't know what it actually does, but I also like the sound that it makes, because it makes like some watery sounds and it just relaxes me. So that's what I really like about it too. And then a tip that kind of goes together with the previous one again is about the noise. So I don't like to work with like real music, like pop music going on, because then I get distracted. But I also don't like it to be like that silence, like there's nothing. So as I said, when I'm using my diffuser, I like to listen to the sounds of the water. But when I'm lighting a candle, I like to use some alpha waves, I think it's called. I just Google it on YouTube, and then you have like a thing that plays for 2 hours. And I just think it's really relaxing. And then there is noise, but it's not like really distracting. And I think it also has like benefits of like your brain function and stuff. I'm not claiming it, but I think I read it or heard it somewhere. So yeah, that's what really works for me too. And the next tip is gonna be a hard one. It's a hard one for me too, but it works. It's to like wake up early. I'm not saying you have to wake up at like 4 or 6 a.m. Sometimes I do because I just need to go to school and I have to wake up at 5, which is too early to be honest. But if you wake up earlier, just say like 7 or 8, that's also early enough for me. But when you wake up early, I think you can do so much more in your day. Because when I start my day early, I like to go for a run. Not always, but I like to sometimes. Or just start on your work earlier in the morning, because when you're at lunchtime, you already accomplished so much. And then if you're working with your to-do list, you're gonna be so proud and it's gonna motivate you even more, because you're gonna say like, oh, it's only 12 o'clock and I've already done so much today. And then you can also take a little bit more time for yourself in the evening or at nighttime, that you just have a little bit more time for yourself also. That's just what I started doing during the summer months again, because yeah, as I said, I'm not like always productive and working hard and stuff, but I started doing it again over the summer and I'm trying to do it now. And yeah, it just really works for me. Next tip I have for you, I also told you a little bit of it in the previous tip, but it's like move your body. So when I like to wake up early, I like to go for a run, because then I just feel energized. I just feel ready for my day. But you don't need to go for a run, because I know a lot of people don't like runs, but just a little walk, a little run on your bicycle. I don't know, if you like to go to the gym, whatever works for you. Just a little 10-minute workout video on the internet, dance, I don't know. But it just works, it helps. Also, if you're like really a student and you have to study a lot, when you take a break, do something. I know you're gonna be tired, because I've been there. I'm gonna be there in a few months. I know you're tired, but when you do it, it activates your brain in a different way. It just wakes you up, makes you energized again. So yeah, I would really, really recommend that one. And then a next tip. Also, as I said, move your body, doing your breaks, because you have to take enough breaks. It's very important to me. I like to work with the Pomodoro method, I think it's called. I'm not very sure. But then you work for several minutes and then you take a break. I like to do like the 15-minute one and then take a 10-minute break, and then you go on as long as you want. That's just the one that works for me. I can't work for 2 or 3 hours at a time. I just need my small breaks. So yeah, that's just what I like to do. And yeah, I know a lot of people use the method. You can use it in like many different ways to make it longer or shorter. But that's the one that works for me. Also, let me know if you maybe want a study with me or work with me video that we do like the Pomodoro method, just like a full video about it, that we can kind of study together real time. Just put it out there. If you would like to see it, comment it down below. But yeah, the Pomodoro method, it's what works for me, but it was with the tips of taking enough breaks. Really important. Okay, the next tip. The next tip is have some self-care, do some self-care, treat yourself. It's really important. So, as I said, we have to take enough breaks, we have to move our body, but we also have to take care of ourselves in different ways. So, for my girls out there, we can do like a face mask, or I don't know, I like enjoying my baths. On like Tuesdays, I like to go in my bath, have a little bowl of chips and watch the Kardashians. It's something I like to do and it's really like relaxing for me. But yeah, you can do whatever you want. I don't know what your interests or stuff are, but I just think self-care is also really important. And I think if you take care of yourself in a good way, that you can also be more productive when you're working. And then the next tip is drink enough water. If you watched one of my previous videos, you maybe saw this one. I bought it because I'm really, really bad at drinking enough water, but this one, it helps me. It's one I bought from bol.com. I don't know if you know it. It's like Amazon, really. But yeah, it has like the timestamps on it for where you have to be at which time. And then it's 1 liter, so you have to fill it back up after 1 p.m. because then you need to down this. And then you fill it back up, and then at 2 p.m. you need to be here. And then go down. It's now, I'm gonna see, because I think I'm running behind a little bit. I'm running behind. I'm still running behind, but it's fine. It's almost 6 o'clock, and as you can see, here is the line of 6 p.m. So I'm not there quite yet, but I still have time. It's fine. I'm already proud of myself that I kind of stick to it today. So yeah, drink enough water. Just do it. It has so many health benefits, and just hydrating your body never hurt anybody. Okay, and then we have come to the last tip. And the last tip is, I don't know if it's gonna work for you, but it works for me. It's like follow people on Instagram that do the same thing, that motivate you, that just posting about their to-do list and stuff. I know this can work in like 2 different directions, and that's why I say I don't know if it's gonna work for you, because you can also feel like you're not like productive at all if you see someone posting every day their to-do list and that they're doing so much a day, and you're thinking like, I'm just tired and I want to stay in bed, that it makes you feel bad. Then I would say don't do it, because you don't have to feel like bad about something. But if it works for you, like it works for me, when you see it and you think like, oh, I can go do something, I can do that as well, then yeah, I would say do it, because when you see it, and yeah, it just motivates you to also go and be productive. So these were all of the productivity tips I have for you. I hope that they can help you. If it's only one, then it's one, and then I could help you. But yeah, I know not all of the tips are gonna work for everyone, because everyone is different, and I'm just kind of telling you about what works for me, and it can hopefully work out for you as well. Okay, then we're gonna end the video here, but I just want to ask you for a little act of kindness today. If you like this video, please give this video a big thumbs up, and also subscribe to me, please. And also turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of my other videos. And if you're not following me on Instagram and TikTok, also go do that, because I post a lot more on there too. Bye!